There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people and then kill them all to prove your total gaming eliteness. Actually, the original idea was to get together with others and build a zombie trap, but no one remembers that now that Fortnite's Battle Royale format has become the athlete's foot of the gaming world. A persistent, highly contagious itch that spreads through contact and is particularly prevalent in high school locker rooms. Fortnite has accomplished the impossible. It has replaced Minecraft as the #1 way that children bore the pants off adults and parents alike, via the long descriptions of gameplay. Pro tip for anyone who loves to describe their Fortnite wins to their friends: please, for the love of God, shut up. On the boredom scale, listening to stories about other people's video game triumphs is roughly on par with listening to them describe last night's dream. The only reason anyone ever listens is because they're waiting for their turn to bore you with their own game story, which you now are ethically obligated to listen to and pretend to be interested. For real. You can do it. Stop the cycle of tedium. It only takes one person to make a difference. Anyways, not content with conquering the Battle Royale format and spawning the inevitable imitators that will likely drag down creativity and be jammed into every AAA game for years to come, Fortnite is trying to achieve total domination of the pop cultural landscape, the likes of which we have not seen since the great Will Smith convergence of 2008. Now freeze. What have they done? Only joined forces with the most evil presence in the galaxy. No, I'm not talking about oatmeal raisin cookies masquerading as chocolate chip cookies, but something nearly as sinister: Thanos. For 1 week, Fortnite maps will include a hidden Infinity Gauntlet, and the lucky person who finds it will gain Thanos-like powers. Presumably this means they'll be able to balance the map and possibly eradicate half of their opponents with a snap of their fingers. Actually, it just makes you jump real high and punch hard. Though, I wouldn't rule out the possibility that it will make you prone to monologuing and give you a fetish for leather and chrome jerkins. Like some kind of weird futuristic space musketeer. Now, maybe we should all bow our heads in a moment of silence for poor PUBG and Radical Heights, now struggling with the sad knowledge that they have become the Mr. Pibb and Dr. Thunders of Fortnite's Dr. Pepper. I mean, why go through the challenge of winning the Saturn Battle Royale game when you can devote your time to locating a game-breaking commercial tie-in? Speaking of, am I the only one who misses the days when a slick commercial tie-in meant simply just getting a collectible glass from McDonald's? And why was it that the drive-in lady would not give you a glass without filling it with soda first? I mean, even if you begged her and told her you're willing to pay for the soda if she could just refrain from putting it in a collectible glass. So then you had to dump it out in the parking lot and drive around with a dirty collectible glass slowly forming a thick layer of cola sludge, which is the world's most indestructible substance, a combination of mithril, adamantium, and La Brea tar pits. Anyways, if introducing game-breaking tie-ins for the sake of publicity is the way of the future, I want to jump on this bandwagon right now, so that I can become one of those grumpy old men who annoys people at family reunions by saying things like, I was the first person to think of adding lightsabers to Call of Duty, but those damn lawyers, they made sure I never saw a dime. Now you go get Grandpa another glass of bourbon, and don't drown it. Why do I keep saying this is game-breaking? Because if it really gives you the abilities of Thanos, then the Gauntlet would make you the most powerful person in the game, able to eliminate the competition easily, which, let's be honest, tends to undermine the point of the game. That's got to be annoying for people who play for the challenge of traditional format and suddenly find the skill is not nearly as important as luck. In which case, what's the point? Anyways, it's only for a short time, so this is less about the mechanic and more about the publicity and exposure. So if we're going to start dragging pop culture into games for pure exposure by hiding super powerful objects in the game, I got some suggestions. So in Overwatch, how about infecting a few random players each match with a xenomorph? There you are, ready to take the point, and then BAM! Chest buster. If they could figure out how to make this happen to the guy who constantly complains that, someone needs to switch to a freaking healer so he can stay on Genji, I think the whole player base would be on board with the xenomorph. And how about making a few of the cars in Grand Theft Auto's online mode into Transformers so you can jump in a truck, take off, and all of a sudden you're piloting Optimus Prime. And what more, this is Michael Bay's Optimus Prime. So everyone playing with you is suddenly overwhelmed and confused and can't figure out what the hell is happening. All the while, there's constant metal clanging and high bass bongs going on. And while we're at it, let's throw a bone to PUBG, which is doubtlessly smarting over this announcement. They are literally, or is it figuratively? No, it's probably literally committing ritual seppuku right now. I know they might be tempted to add Batarangs or Kryptonite or something from the DC universe, but that is exactly what the RC Cola of Battle Royale games would do. Don't slap the video game equivalent of a CGI upper lip onto your game, PUBG. Go with something that no one is expecting. In every game, hidden somewhere on the map, a lucky player will be able to find the precious, the one ring of power. And with it, he can cover all the land with darkness and evil. Unless he's really short, in which case I guess he just disappears and ends up looking like some kind of frog monkey. Ultimate power really is a bitch, isn't it? In case it isn't clear, I admire, and damn it, respect Fortnite for making the gaming world bend the knee. And I'm interested to see how this works out for them. But make no mistake, this isn't about gaming. This is about beating the hell out of your competition. And whether that's good for gamers remains to be seen.